Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boscheman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive Podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the forecast for the full moon that's occurring on March 14th, 2025. We're going to look at the forecast for each life path number to see how these energies might affect you. Now, what's important about this illumination is it's also an eclipse. And so this lunar eclipse is actually going to start the evening of the 13th. And will continue through into the early hours of the 14th. The full moon reaches its fullness on the early mornings of the 14th. So kind of looking at both of those dates, depending on where you live in the world. Now, this lunar eclipse, we're already in eclipse season. So at the time of this recording, which is on the 5th of March, we're already heavy into this. We're feeling these energies. And so it's, of course, going to be at its point of culmination on the 14th. Now, eclipses and why these are so important is because a lot of times they can bring in some kind of closure, some kind of ending, and they can initiate the beginning of a new storyline, a new cycle. And a lot of times we won't see what sort of is in store or what this energy is bringing about fully until several months down the road. And so again, where this might be the point of initiation or the point of culmination, depending on the situation, we might not see the full effects of this eclipse until 3 to 6 months down the road, sometimes even beyond that into the next year. So it's a storyline that is continuing to unfold, continuing to open. However, around the point of this illumination and this eclipse, we should have a pretty good idea of what that storyline is going to be. And that's what we'll kind of look at today to see what the point is, the point of your awareness, where that needs to be around this eclipse. Okay, before we get into the forecast for the life path numbers, this is a general forecast. If you would like your own personal numerology reading, I would love to work with you. You can book some time with me. My information is in the description box below. All right, let's take a look. Life path number 9. Well, you guys are working with some of the nicest, most supportive, most beautiful energy of this eclipse out of all the numbers. So hopefully it brings a lot of good fortune and rewards and joy into your life over the next 6 months. I'm sure that you are ready for something along those lines. This is a really fortunate vibration. This is an energy where a lot of magic is possible. And so again, remember, when we're talking about the eclipse energy, this is a new storyline that, well, let me back up. It's a full moon lunar eclipse. So there could be some things that do close out at this time that are kind of paving the way or opening the door for new opportunities to come in. And those new opportunities or that new storyline will again unfold over the course of the next 6 months to a year. And so for you all, this is a time where you could see things like the rewards come in for you from the work that you've been doing, right? Whether it's relationships, whether it's with your job and a financial increase or more clients or just, the possibilities are endless under this 17-8 vibration that you all are going to be working with. So this is a time where you could see assistance come in from places you least expect it. This would be a great time to ask that person to collaborate that you've always wanted to collaborate with, or ask for that loan that you need for some kind of creative project or to buy a house or whatever it may be, because you will likely see. Now, again, remember, this is a general forecast. You've got your own energies that you're working with personally. So, but the high level of this, very supportive for getting the green light in so many areas of life. You could see money, gifts come in, advancements, promotions, again, yeses to those requests for assistance in whatever way. You could see, business and public affairs turn out to be really profitable at this time. If you're launching something, could be really powerful and beneficial at this time. You could see it just kind of blow up in a big way. You take center stage type of thing. Just really, really beautiful energy. You could also see that you're getting the recognition that, you sort of deserve, that you've been working towards, that, your efforts are paying off. It's that kind of energy. Basically, you are the star of the show under this vibration. And so it comes down to like, what are you going to do with that limelight? What are you going to do? Like you basically are given the spotlight right now. You're given the microphone. So what kind of messaging do you want to put out? What do you want to do with, those rewards that come in? And though this is really big energy, very supportive energy, very rewarding type of energy, don't lose sight of the fact that the rewards don't have to be monumental and huge and just life-changing. Although there's a possibility that they will be, they can be small and almost be overlooked at times. So I would encourage you to just be open to the wins, like to see the wins for what they are, even if they seem small, even if they seem somewhat meaningless. No win is meaningless. And by win, I just mean things moving in your favor, things working out, doors opening, opportunities coming in. So don't be too quick to say no to something or bypass it or disregard it because it doesn't meet your expectation for what you want it to be or what you were expecting it to be. Because in that process, you can actually sabotage so much of this goodness that wants to come in for you. Because again, remember, this is a progressive timeline with this eclipse. This is an opportunity for things to, like seeds to be planted, seeds to grow, and then those rewards to be reaped. So you just want to make sure that, at this time, it could be the seeds that are coming into you. It might not be the full-blown flower, you know what I mean? Or the harvest right now that's coming, but it might not be what you initially see. So pay attention to what's coming in for you now and don't overlook it because it's not grandiose or it doesn't meet your expectations, because it might not be at that point yet. But once it has an opportunity to sort of germinate and grow, I think you'll be blown away by not only the potential of these seeds you're planting right now, but I think you'll also be sort of blown away by the fruits that they bear, which will require your effort in all of the things. But so much of this energy, and again, this can come in any area of life that it needs to for you, around relationships or career, belief systems, self-work, you name it. Things now can almost seem like they're happening as if by magic, right? It just falls in your lap and it's this beautiful opportunity, or, like it's getting recognition where you never expected to get recognition, or whatever the case may be. And so again, I would just say, see it for what it is. Even if it's a compliment that you weren't expecting from someone, allow that to brighten your day. Allow that to bring you the joy that you feel. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I mean when I say some of the things that this energy can bring forth can seem really small and not like this huge treasure chest of bounty, right? That's going to take time. So just be really mindful about not overlooking it. Like, pay attention to the seeds as well as the rewards that come in for you now. This is a time where if you've been feeling kind of like stuck, or you've been feeling like, just you've lost your hope in something, you've lost your idealism, you've been falling more towards cynicism, this is an opportunity for you to get the wind back in your sails. This is an opportunity to, overcome any obstacles and to figure out what's needed in order to do that. And in that process, you will gain more hope. You will gain more optimism. Hopefully, that's sort of the goal of this vibration, is to infuse you with that hope, infuse you with that spark for life again, that spark for that creative project, that spark for whatever it is that you're doing. And if this is about a relationship, You could see doors open within that relationship that bring and infuse hope back into that relationship. Meaning, maybe this is an opportunity for the two of you to seek therapy or reignite the spark or whatever, It's a very beautiful energy for, again, bringing the wind back into the sails. And so beautiful energy for that. You've just got to say yes to it, really, is what it comes down to. But again, this can be an opportunity for those places where there have been some significant obstacles. You could get the answers or the clarity now that help you to overcome those obstacles. And in doing so, again, kind of getting back on, feeling like you're getting back on track. You could see that you have greater mental vitality at this time, that, again, problems that you were posed with before just don't seem as significant or don't seem as much of a problem. It's almost like the clarity and the answers come in to help you to solve any of those problems at this time. And those are wins. Those are rewards, right? Those are then that's what I mean by don't overlook, sometimes it's just the clarity coming in is the win. And so, recognize it for what it is. Your intuitive energy could be really strong at this time. Pay attention to your intuition. Your creative energy, your creative life force could be just coursing through you at this time. Find outlets for your creativity at this time, for sure. Because what you can initiate and what you can create under the support of this energy is just monumental, is just massive. And it's not necessarily about once you create it, what the outcome is of that, although the potential is very good for it to be successful and all of that. But this energy not only reminds you of your creativity and that creative life force, but it helps you to find the outlets for it. And it's in that process of using those outlets that it can bring you a tremendous amount of joy. You could see that, again, a lot of clarity comes in at this time. Secrets are revealed, truth comes out, but in a good way. Again, you get the full picture, where maybe there was some things hidden previously. The other thing I would say about this is, this is a time where you could find yourself to be in a position of influence or where your words are persuasive. So you want to make sure that you're being truthful and honest and you are taking that into consideration. So be really mindful of your messaging at this time. It would be really easy to fall prey to your ego and use this opportunity to take advantage of others. So don't want to do that, because you will definitely sabotage, again, all the goodness that wants to come in for you at this time. Beautiful energy here. I mean, just really, really, truly beautiful. I think that this can be a time where, again, some of the burdens are lifted and you start to see some of the rewards for some of the difficulties that you've moved through. Beautiful energy, truly. You all have, you guys are in the spotlight this during this eclipse, and just incredibly beautiful energy. So I hope it's a great one. Take care, nines. Bye for now.